Hi, I'm Sammy DeStefano, founder of the Probate Division here in Arizona. I created this small company to help attorneys and their personal representative clients going through the probate process prepare and sell properties along with all the other sale of their assets in the estate, as well as take a really big legal process and make it understandable in small videos. So today's big question: when do you need court approval to sell a probate property? Spoiler alert, probate court doesn't always need a rubber stamp sale, but when they do, you want to be prepared. First off, let's talk about why court approval even exists in the first place. Probate isn't just about selling the home. It's about making sure the heirs, the creditors, and anyone else with a legal interest in the estate actually get treated fairly. Think of the court as the referee. See, without a ref, probate could turn into a family version of a wrestling match where Uncle Joe puts Aunt Sally in a headlock over the kitchen table. The court approval is there to keep the game fair. So, when is approval required? Formal probate versus informal probate. What's the difference? See, guys, in Arizona, many cases will go through what's called informal probate, where the personal representative has more flexibility. In these cases, you often don't need court approval to sell the property, so long as the will or the law gives you authority. But in formal probate, where there's more court oversight, usually because of a family fight, missing wills, or just complicated estates, the court often has to sign off on the sale. So if the will has restrictions, sometimes specifically saying don't sell the family home or you must get court permission to sell, if that's the case, your hands are tied. You're going to be filing paperwork and waiting for a judge's blessing on anything that you do before you can even hang the for sale sign. Number three, when there are multiple heirs who just don't agree, if two or more heirs are butting heads about whether to sell the court property, the court may need to step in. And believe me, nothing slows down a sale faster than siblings arguing over grandma's lemon tree in the backyard or her green carpet. If the estate is in debt. See, when the estate owes creditors, the court may actually want to oversee that sale to ensure the property brings in enough money. The last thing a judge wants is to see an heir sell a $400,000 house for $200,000 to an easy investor just to make things quick. No independent authority granted. See, in some cases, you guys, the personal representative simply doesn't have independent authority to act without the court involved. If the letters of personal representative don't grant that power, you're going to need the court approval every step of the way. And this will slow things down. So why does this matter? When you're selling a probate home without understanding whether the approval is required, it can cause many delays, or even worse, it can undo the sale. And I don't know about you, but explaining to a buyer that, oh, sorry, we actually aren't allowed to sell you the house yet, it's not really a conversation most people want to have. And it's going to cost you money. So here's the takeaway. If the probate is informal and you're the personal representative with authority, you may need court approval. If it's formal, disputed, or limited authority, you'll need a judge's stamp. And if you're unsure, that's exactly why working with a probate specialist company like myself makes sense. See, at the Probate Division here in Arizona, we help attorneys and personal representatives not just prepare and sell property, but navigate the court approval system and what it requires so that you don't miss legal steps or deadlines. Because when it comes to probate, the only surprises should be inside of the attic, not the courtroom. I'm Sammy, founder of the Probate Division. Thank you for watching. If you're dealing with probate property right now, reach out. We'll make sure you know exactly when the court approval is and when it is not part of the process. And if you did like the video, hit like and subscribe so that you can learn more about this process until your probate is closed.